poem that I've chosen to do as the best poem in the world is My Mistress' Eyes by William Shakespeare. And this poem is an iambic pentameter, and this means that each line has 10 syllables, and some syllables are stronger than other syllables. And it goes, for the first line, it's like, my mistress's eyes are nothing like the sun. So there's 5 exaggerated syllables, and that's where the penta comes in. The meter part is just the rhythm with which you speak the poem, and then the I am part kind of goes with the I am. So it's like the syllable, the weaker and the lesser syllable. It kind of just represents that. So this poem is a sonnet, and it has a rhyme scheme of A B A B C D C D E F E F G G, and the rhyming couplet at the bottom just acts as a sum up of the poem. It gives it a nice ending. It's, and yet by heaven I think my love as rare, and any she belied with false compare. So it's just kind of a nice ending. So in this poem, there's a lot of metaphor references. So they're actually more like paradox, because they start really nice, like it's going to be a compliment to the woman that he's writing this love poem to, but it ends up him saying, like, no, you don't have those qualities. An example of this is, I have seen roses damasked, red and white, but no such roses see I in her cheeks. So he's taking the metaphor that men commonly use, kind of cheesy, but by saying a woman is like a rose, but Shakespeare is saying to this woman that he fancies that her cheeks are nothing like a rose, like they're just cheeks. There's only one actual metaphor in this poem, which is in the 4th line, and it says, if hairs be wires, black wires grow on her head. And all this means is that it's referring to what a lot of poets in the Elizabethan era would say about a woman's hair, by referring to them as golden wires. This would be a very beautiful quality for a woman to have. So that's what he's referring to. But it's a metaphor, because he's saying that her hair is black wire, not that it's like black wire, but that it is black wire. So also in this poem you can find assonance and consonants. Assonance, there is a lot of repetition of the sound I, and an example in this is, if snow be white, why then her breasts are dun. If hairs be wires, black wires grow on her face. And so there's a lot of repetition of that I sound. For consonants, there's a lot of S's that are said. An example in here is, but no such roses see I in her cheeks, and in some perfumes is there more delight than in the breath that from my mistress reeks. Sorry. So there's a lot of repetition of the S, and the repetition of a sound, like the sound for assonance and the S's for consonants, gives the poem a really euphonic sound, and it's really lyrical and pretty sounding, really delicate, and those are all characteristics of a typical sonnet. Sorry. So overall, I really like this poem because it gives a strong message that can really be applied to us today, because media really gives us a feeling of, like, you have to be perfect, your image has to be perfect, but this poem tells you that you don't, like, you can still be loved for who you are. And that's what Shakespeare is trying to say to this woman, is you aren't perfect, but I still love you. And that's what I think is really special about this poem, is because he's saying that love doesn't need metaphors in order for it to be real, and a woman can still be beautiful even if she doesn't look like a flower or like the sun. And so that's basically it. That's the poem in a nutshell. Anyways, thank you for watching.